Now, but seriously, Charles, who should exercise responsibility for socio-economic growth? Should it be the politician or should it be the populace? Who should exercise responsibility?
Now, Mr. Martins, when you look at responsibility here, I want to look at it from two perspectives. Because there's also a responsibility on the part of the politicians who are governing us.
Okay.
There's also a responsibility on the part of the followers. That's the citizenry. Because one, if those who are in authorities that are formulating the policies and trying to implement it, and the followers don't give them room
to do what they are promised to do,
exactly, there's no economic development moving on. That's the truth on ground. You see, yes, we have elected them to be there. We have like showed our right. Okay, our right, we let go. Hold it for us. Plan for us. Do things you know that will be beneficial to all of us. Prepare, make an environment that will be suitable for us to develop our individual skills, our individual talents, because everyone has his own intrinsic talent given to him. Now, go there, hold it for us. Then do things that we will see and be glad that yet people are working according to our dictates or what we ask you to do. Then when they are doing it also, it is expected there is a corresponding obedience from us.
The followers?
Yes. In order to accomplish that purpose for which we send them there to do.
So in theory, that is what governance is all about, really.
Oh, yeah.
So where have we gone wrong in our own environment? Why is it that the followers don't seem to want to give space to those who have been given authority to exercise the policy direction, and whilst those who have been given authority to exercise policy directions are also not delivering to the followers? Why is that our case?
Now, if you look at this issue of not giving or not receiving, if you allow me, I'll be a little bit historical about it.
Okay.
Because you see, the Nigerian case here, like you know, politics is an act, it's a skill. You understand? And you do not give what you don't have to the system. So now we have elected these people. And if you look at it from Nigeria's perspective, from 1960, if I'm allowed to go far, you find out that we were given a political independence, but without economic independence. Are you getting it? Because even when they have lowered the jack, they said, "They'll take your independence. You say you want to be independent. Okay, take." But you see, we are still attired to that prestige of the Downing Street.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Whatever we do, they dictate it. Our economic
directions,
they dictate it. Our judiciary, everything is there. Are you getting it? Now, not too long after this independence, because you know, why are we not moving forward? That's your question.
Yes.
Immediately after independence, you discovered that army came in.
The military.
The military. That changed the progression.
The natural progression.
Exactly. And you know, naturally, army is meant to be in the barracks. They are not taught in the art of administration. When we talk of democratic administration,
yes.
They are taught in the act of using
totalitarian administration.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
And all these years, the Nigerian military had been so punitive on us. And you know, when they come, they put up their martial music and suspend the constitutions. And when you are suspending the constitution, you are suspending the institutional framework that will have assisted us to progress democratically. The judiciary. That's the first one.
Yes.
The Senate is no more there, the parliament. That
so you cannot discuss, you cannot do no conversation.
No flow. They will censor the press. Oftentimes, as I'm talking to you here now, by the time I finish there, somebody will tell you,
waiting at the gates.
Are you getting it? So, and we took this over 3 decades and more. Everybody's mentality became militarized. We believe that that is the normal thing. It's either you bulldoze your way or you find a way of getting what you want. And that affected virtually our judgment of democracy. So eventually, when they experiment to transform from
military
exactly to civilian
politics,
or democracy, as you say, it became a situation of suspicion. Even the people themselves became suspicious of them. Are these people serious? They have tried it before. And eventually, they came and took over power. And it's the same people. It's just like, you know, this man is an armed robber.
And he comes to you and says,
And he comes to you and tells you that he has repented. Even the pastor who is anointing him and telling him will be afraid that, well,
I hope it's true.
and I'm sure the man will be very skeptical to give him the treasure of the church. That's the truth.
Charles, well, without being comic about this, you really have painted the picture of where we have gotten ourselves, you know, into this mess. But now let's look at it. Some people are also of the opinion that truly the Nigerian polity has been militarized, whereas the military itself has been politicized. So why is it not, therefore, why is that synergy therefore not turned into a positive thing? Because after all, in other countries, many of their leaders went into military service before they came, and they became president in America, in the UK, in the, I mean, whereas, so why is it different here?
Yes, because you cannot do what I call wearing somebody uniform. When inside him he's dirty, you are putting perfume. It will not work. I don't want to. You have your job now, Mr. Martins. It will be difficult. You'll be like a strange fowl if you are sent to do mechanic. I don't want to know. Yes, they were military, and they are not transforming themselves into civilians.
Or to politicians.
To politicians. That does not change the training orientation
that they had originally as military. Yes.
Are you getting it? They were not trained in the act. Remember I told you here that the political science or politics is an art, is a skill. So you must go through formal training to acquire that skill and also to enhance the talent in you in order to give the people what they needed. Because when you are trained, you are told, like your job, you are doing your job now. It's not true. Yes. There are certain things you want, put this one, you know it. I can't do it. Now, but I am trained in this thing. I know that the act of governance is to make people, the larger population, happier. And I know what and what, the indicator, this is what I will touch, and the thing,
yes.
Are you getting it? Now, it's a progression. It may not be automatic, but at least there's a way forward. Then you are bringing a man who just ordinarily, because of task for power, he now changes his uniform and says he's now democratic.
Now it
just won't work. Are you getting what I'm telling you? This is the issue here. With due respect to some of them, you know, if I may mention here, I know one or two of them who are in the political system who quickly transformed. They removed the Agbada uniform, yes, or the military, whatever they are wearing, and they have adjusted
to the political terrain.
If I am allowed to mention here, someone like David Mark.
Yes.
This guy was wearing gun uniform.
Yes.
But I can tell he's very humble. He learned the act of politics. He learned the art of skill governance very quickly. He has been managing the Senate very well. There has never been any impeachment unnecessarily. You know, he has been carrying his colleagues very, very well. Are you getting it? He has been instituting and making sure that necessary laws to quicken, to also strengthen the democratic institutions are being passed.